Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is now playing in theaters around the world. It is the second movie in Phase 5 of the MCU, which closes this Guardians trilogy. I have watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and in this video I'm going to give you guys my review for this movie. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll get notified if there's a new video released. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the 32nd movie of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This movie is once again directed by James Gunn before he later starts to focus to his new work as co-CEO of DC Studios. Our beloved Guardians are back, consisting of Rocket, Star-Lord, Drax, Groot, Nebula, and Mantis, and they are also joined by Gamora. This movie is set to be the end for this Guardians team, and how is the movie? Now let's get into it. For me, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is one of the most emotional movies Marvel has ever made. This movie is mostly about Rocket's origin, which hasn't been fully told before, and it is certainly great for Rocket's character development. This movie's recount of Rocket's dark and tormented past is able to make the audience relate to what Rocket has been through and make them shed tears. Besides Rocket, each of the Guardians still has significant roles and balanced screen time in the movie. And although the movie is emotional, it still manages to bring some comical jokes that can amuse the audience. It's like a roller coaster ride where there are happy and funny moments that will make you laugh and sad moments that will make you want to cry. And also, the action scenes are very cool, amazing. And then for the cinematography and editing, it looks excellent. The visual effects used on Rocket and the other animals and also aliens are great. The visualization of places like Nowhere and Counter-Earth is outstanding. And of course, it wouldn't be a Guardians movie if there ain't any old music in it. Old music has become the trademark of every Guardians of the Galaxy movie. For the scoring of this movie, they definitely nailed it, just like the previous Guardians movies. The music makes the scenes in this movie more enjoyable to watch. The tone of the music in Volume 3 actually kind of feels more serious compared to Volume 1 and 2, which feels relaxed. However, despite all of those positive things I said, this film still has some flaws. In terms of the story, compared to the previous Guardians movies, the story of this movie seems simpler, not as complex as the previous ones. For me personally, this is a step down from the second movie, where the story of the second movie is so cool. Nevertheless, if I compare Volume 3 with MCU's other latest releases like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder, Volume 3 is still okay and it's not that disappointing. Another problem that I have with this movie is Adam Warlock's role. He didn't have that much of a role in this movie, and his appearance is just as a filler, whereas I expect him to be amazing in this movie. He should have been given more screen time in this movie. I understand that this film is trying to focus on the Guardians, but please don't ignore Adam like that. Nevertheless, I can't wait to see what the future holds for Adam Warlock. And then the High Evolutionary. He's actually really powerful. However, I feel like his defeat in this movie is too easy. The same thing happened with Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He's actually very OP, but it's not maximized in the film. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 repeats that same mistake. A tremendous villain, but yet wasted. Despite that, I have to admit that Chukwudi Iwuji's performance as the High Evolutionary is very good. Okay guys, so that's the pros and cons in my opinion for this movie. Overall, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Although a few parts of it doesn't fit for me, it's still one of the most emotional and heartwarming movies I've ever seen. If you guys haven't watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 yet, then you need to get your tickets now and go watch this movie in a theater near you. Get ready for one last ride with the Guardians. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you have watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, you can write in the comment section down below your opinion on the movie. This is Nexus Network channel. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you later.